Check this out. A couple of guys sitting around smoking and joking. But this time the joke's on you. Keep an eye on him because you're paying his party tab. He's on the clock, and he's more than a little tipsy. Whoops! Forgot about that latch on the gate. Nailed him right square in the gut. Don't worry, he's not feeling any pain. Check this out. He's so plastered he needs a nap on his way to the truck. No wonder. Look at this. He's been drinking since 9 in the morning. It's now 2 in the afternoon. Why should you care? Here's why. They're school employees and they're boozing it up while they're driving monster trucks around your kids. He should be out fixing up neglected schoolyards. And the guy driving the truck? Watch carefully. As he jumps behind the wheel, he slips something out of his waistband. He's packing, and it's not a pistol. Later, we'll follow these clowns into a party store, and you'll know exactly what was tucked in his belt. Think it's just a couple of bad apples? Nope, we got a whole barrel full. Look at all these guys brown bagging it. Those aren't school lunches, but these guys are school employees and they're on the clock.
I got me some Seagram's gin. Everybody got their cups, but they ain't chipped in.
We saw a half dozen Board of Ed workers partying for hours and hours. They're not even shy about it. They park these big rigs right on the street and start pouring drinks. You've seen me bust all kinds of lazy workers, pothole patchers, Ameritech workers, lifeguards, even cops. Some pretty outrageous stuff, but let me tell you, these guys are the worst I've ever seen. In fact, the hardest part of our job on this one was actually catching them doing some work. These guys didn't do jack, unless maybe it was Jack Daniels. Here's one job site. They spent an hour picking up tree branches. This guy found time to practice his jump shot with one of those plastic cups. Nailed it. On another day, they put in a few hours of branch duty at this school. That's it. They might have done some work while we weren't watching, but we saw hours and hours of partying and slacking over 5 days. With all these guys, that adds up to a lot of wasted time and money. It's not like there's not any work to do. Look at some of these schools. They're pathetic. Broken fences, weeds out of control, unusable playground equipment. Can't we hire somebody who gives a damn? These boozers sure don't. They're just peeing your tax dollars away. And when they actually do work, it could be even worse. Do you want people like this operating heavy equipment around your schools, around your kids? Somebody could get killed. Look at this. He's been boozing and he backs that big truck right up onto the sidewalk to turn around. Here he stopped at a green light. Maybe he needs to go back to school to learn his colors. By the end of the day, he can't even hold on to his cell phone. And if you still have any doubt at all what's in those brown bags, look at this. That's not Florida sunshine in there, but it sure will get you juiced. And listen to what our hidden camera picks up when we follow them into the party store.
What's up, Frank? I know what. Frank, you know what we're talking about. Well, take 2 guesses.
The clerk starts reaching for the expensive stuff on the top shelf. Did you hear that? He said Windsor. He doesn't mean Windsor, Ontario. He means Canadian whiskey. Here's another guy with a bottle of the same stuff inside a truck. Here's yet another school employee tossing a brown bag on the ground. Then he gets behind the wheel of this monster and drives away. Later, our photographer goes back and picks up the bag. After days of watching this, the problem solvers had enough. We went to the building where these guys worked to bust their chops. Remember the gate crasher? Well, look who we found passed out cold, an hour before the end of his shift. Now, folks, it gets really interesting.
Hey, we're trying to wake this dude up. Can I talk to you for a minute?
That shook him out of his slumber. Maybe he recognized the voice that's every slacker's nightmare.
Just wondering why you guys are spending so many hours goofing off and drinking.
Ooh, he woke up a little cranky from his nap. I'm not done with him yet. Right now, let's talk to his partner, the guy you saw pulling the pint from his belt.
We got pictures of you guys drinking out of brown bags.
I don't have anything to do with that.
You don't remember being outside the party store on Peterborough and 2nd?
No, I don't.
Oh, now he's got a case of amnesia. Eventually, this guy gets out of the car and staggers into the office.
There's a lot of kids that could use some work done on the schools, and you guys are out there partying all day.
Just imagine what your boss would do if you showed up at work like this. His bosses were missing in action.
They gotta be somewhere.
The security guard looked everywhere.
They can't talk right now because they're not around. They at the school center building.
Oh, and one more thing. After this guy disappeared into the office, he gave us a one-finger curtain call. And look what we found on the floor of the car. Windsor Canadian.